I think today we're going to look at the inside of my arcade machine so you can really see how it works. So we'll take that part off first. Then we'll go ahead and grab the PlayStation 2, take out the VCR, which is another big component to it. Computers, and then I will move around. I quickly can unscrew the whole back side. First thing we'll look at is the X-Arcade joystick with all of its great control and perfect arcade parts. Now, as far as arcade control goes, X-Arcade's the best. It's for a fair price, and honestly, I think it's the best joystick on the market. So here it is, the X-Arcade. It's wonderful. It's got a perfect arcade control, and 8 buttons. 8 buttons! What the hell would we ever need 8 buttons for? Nothing. That's what. So why do we have them? Because X-Arcade wants them there, and that's why X-Arcade rocks. And if that's not enough, we have 2 buttons on each side for pinball action, and on the back we even have a configuration button in case you don't like the way that they handle the controls. Whenever you buy a system, you get this, a connector to a computer, and a free connector to a system of your choice. Of course, I chose a PlayStation 2 because that's what my arcade is based off of. Honestly, this is the best joystick I could think of. It's got everything I could want from an arcade joystick and then some. Furthermore, you can get it for a good price. You can fetch one of these for between 100 to 200 bucks, which is a great price considering the great quality in which these things are made. This is a PlayStation 2. It's really simple. All you have to do, you open it up, put the game in, close it, and turn it on. And then it will appear on the screen, and bam, you're playing old school arcade games from the 90s. Now, I have the PS2 hooked up to this VCR here, because the monitor that I use is a little bit old, so I use the VCR as kind of a way to bridge the generations between technologies. The mess of cords run from the back of the VCR up through that hole, and end up coming out right here. This is the inside of my arcade machine. It's a place that very few people get to see because I keep it closed off. I keep it in a wall most of the time. But anyways, so the cords come through here, and I attach everything right here to this cord here. This is the main power source. Everything hooks up behind the TV and rolls out the back into an outlet. Now, when I originally got this arcade machine, it was a Golden Tee, 97 I think. I got it at a Goodwill for a really cheap price on the sale. So let me go ahead and show you a couple of modifications that I made to the machine, just so you can see what I did and what was work that I just painted. This whole hole here was made by me because I had to find a way to make the X-Arcade fit. So I just took out the original paneling and replaced it with this. The paint job was done by me. The whole thing was originally a really ugly green and yellow combination, you know, the Golden Tee colors. So I spray painted it black, and then freehanded a bunch of decals to pay homage to my favorite arcade games. Now, the original arcade had these little holes on the back, you see these? Well, those let light in because I replaced the monitor with one of my own, and so you could kind of see light in the background. So I just glued on some cardboard. Pretty cheap, but it did the job. I replaced the original monitor with a slightly larger one, so I had to make some slight modification, like these little planks of wood, to keep it in place whenever people start playing rough. Well, now that I've shown you everything, I'm going to put it back together, because I don't like it being broken up like this anyways. So, the X-Arcade, since it slipped right in here, a little bit of a tight fit, so you got to kind of force the VCR. Put the VCR in here, like so. PlayStation 2 there. And you take your cords here. You hook them up. And then you close the cabinet, and voila, everything disappears. I'll be honest with you, everything in this arcade is pretty easy to put back together, except for putting this back panel on, so I'm going to spare you the pain of having to watch that. There, that wasn't so bad, was it? Yeah, it was. I hate that back panel. Moving on. And now you're all set to play. I got a crazy idea. Let's play some Mortal Kombat. Anyways, that's my arcade machine. I'm pretty damn proud of it. I think I did a pretty damn good job. So if you excuse me, I gotta go do a fatality.